in Zechariah chapter 4 and verse 6. Not by power, not by might, but by my spirit, saith the Lord. Let go and let God. Your future is in his hands. Let the fear die. Let go and let God. Your future is with him. Let the worry die. Let go and let God. Now, what was it? I began to pray, and the Holy Spirit was telling me. He said, what you saw was what Jacob had been doing all along from his mother's womb. When Jacob was left alone, I was showing him what he has been doing all along from his mother's womb. He has been wrestling, struggling to do it by himself, trying to connect his way by himself. While he was in his brother's womb, he held onto his brother's leg. Are you aware? The name Jacob means grabbler. It means supplanter. It means one that grabbles, one that tries to connect by his natural capacity, by himself. And that is what you have been doing by yourself. You have tried by yourself. You have labored by yourself. You have pursued a connection by yourself. But heaven says, I should tell you today, let go and let God. You've been trying your own personal strength. You've been trying your own human capacity. Jacob from the mother's womb, because he didn't want to fail. There was a fear of not failing. I don't want to fail. Let me look for connection. I don't want to fail. Let me try by myself. I don't want to fail. How will I live a life where people will mock me? I don't want to fail. So he head onto the heels of the brother. When he came out, he continued grappling. I don't want to fail. There are people who live every day with the thought of not wanting to fail. They live every day with the fear of not wanting to fail, and by reason of that fear, by reason of that thought, they are struggling, they are grappling, they try by themselves, forgetting 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 9, for by strength shall no man prevail. Am I speaking here? In Romans chapter 9 verse 15 and 16, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy. I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion, not of him that runneth, not of him that willeth, but of God that showeth mercy. In Zechariah chapter 4 and verse 6, not by power, not by might, but by my spirit, saith the Lord. Let go and let God. Your future is in his hands. Let the fear die. Let go and let God. Your future is with him. Let the worry die. Let go and let God. What you become